I am Marcus Blake with That Nerd Show. We're here at the 2019 Dallas International Film Festival. We're speaking with Zach and Adam, better known as Zadam, from the movie Freaks. And you already got our attention just by the title. So tell us a little bit about this film and why people should be checking it out.
Sure. Well, Freaks is about a little girl. She's 7 years old and she's spent her whole life inside this one house. Because her dad says if you ever go outside, people will kill you. They'll kill both of us. And she finally gets up the courage because she thinks maybe he's not telling the truth and sneaks out to find out he's telling the truth.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. So we've already established kind of a horror film. How did this idea come about for you?
Wow, well, we love horror films and we love science fiction films and genre films of all types, but we were really intrigued by the idea of telling a story like that from a little kid's perspective. When we first started writing it, I had a little kid, and we were so intrigued by the way that kids see the world and try to figure out the world, and we thought, wow, if we tell the story of a weird sci-fi world, but from a kid's perspective, what would that feel like? And so the movie really puts the audience into her perspective, and you're always trying to figure out what's going on as she's trying to figure it out.
Okay. Now, speaking of like the horror genre and everything, as filmmakers, what are some horror films that kind of inspired you a little bit to help write something like this?
Yeah, well, I mean, the film in some ways, it has horror, but it has almost every genre. Some people have called it the kitchen sink of genre. It'll make you scream, but it'll also make you cry, and it'll also make you like laugh, and it's got a bit of everything. But my favorite horror film is probably The Shining.
All right.
Yeah, and mine is probably Rosemary's Baby. I love movies that make you paranoid and you don't know who's on your side and who isn't. But we're also inspired by movies like Ex Machina or Moon, kind of contained science fiction movies that make you think, that are a bit different from the norm.
Okay. Great choices. Yeah, Ex Machina is one of my favorite indie little sci-fi films of the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, here at That Nerd Show, we like to ask very nerdy questions to our filmmakers. It's to test your inner nerd. I mean, you're already there with what you described, but the first one is, are you guys keeping up with Game of Thrones at all?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, great.
We watched the first episode last night.
I know. Everybody's like, we're not hanging out in the festival lounge. We're going to go. Yeah. Who is your pick to sit on the Iron Throne?
Ooh. I've always been a Jon Snow fan, probably, but Arya could be pretty cool.
But with what face?
Yeah, well, that's a good. That's the thing. That would make her such a good ruler. She could have every face.
I would like to see Tyrion sit on the Iron Throne, just because I feel like that would be very exciting, and he would be a very smart ruler.
I think he's definitely earned it. So I did like
no throne at all. Maybe it just becomes Seven Kingdoms.
I don't think he has much of a claim to it from his bloodline, but I'd still like to see it.
How about what I'm like calling the three wise men from last night's episode that were trying to get their matchmaking skills? How about the three of them? They'd be good.
Yeah.
All right, your final nerdy question. If you could have from the nerd universe, a weapon of choice or a superpower to fight the forces of evil, what would you choose?
Weapon of choice is a really big question because there's so many good ones. My first instinct was lightsaber because of the lightsaber pointed right in my face right now. It's not really a weapon, but my all-time desired science fiction artifact for sure is jetpack. So if I could be the Rocketeer and defend the world by flying around on a jetpack, that would be my choice.
Yeah, we never get enough references to the Rocketeer. I love that.
Classic.
I think I'd love to be Professor X. Have his power, just sort of see everything, know everything, and that'd be very cool.
People be telling you, get out of my mind.
Yeah,
But as a filmmaker, I think you get a lot of things done. So, well, fantastic answers and great film. Good luck with it.
Are you a Dallas-based show?
Well, we are local here in Dallas, but we are actually more national. We cover a lot of national things too.
I think your viewers might be interested to know that our distributor that's putting the movie out
in theaters.
It comes out in theaters August 23rd. Our distributor Wellgo is local, to Dallas.
Really?
So they're a Dallas-based
Okay.
distribution company that specializes in science fiction and genre films. And yeah, the movie Freaks is coming out in theaters August 23rd.
All right. Well, that's definitely going on our list then of things that we're covering. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, guys.